But it's time now for our main event for the tag team titles, tables, ladders, and chairs.
The following is an 8-man tag team TLC match for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, first from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam will be teaming with Jeff Hardy, who's making his way here now.
Introducing his tag team partner from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 218 pounds, Jeff Hardy.
Well, Jeff Hardy is certainly no stranger to tables, ladders, and chairs. As I said earlier, there's only been 3 TLC matches in WWE history. Tonight is the first tables, ladders, and chairs match in the history of Raw. Folks, next Monday we're going to be in one of our favorite cities. No doubt we'll see some great fans, have great action, have a little bit of that smoked meat in Montreal next Monday night for Raw. Certainly a welcome to all of our fans watching tonight on TSN.
And making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 460 pounds, Spike and Bubba Ray Dudley.
Bubba Dudley, no stranger to TLC matches, but his little half-brother Spike seeing his first TLC action in the WWE. And that's the goal, to climb the ladder, take the tag team titles, and leave the WWE Tag Team Champion. But I promise you, folks, it will not be without a price.
And making his way to the ring, weighing in at 224 pounds, he's one of the members of the Un-American, Christian.
Christian has been on the winning end of 2 of the 3 TLC matches here in the WWE at SummerSlam in 2000 and WrestleMania in 2001. Of course, then he had his brother Edge as his tag team partner, but that's not the case tonight. Tag team gold awaits the winners here tonight. And here comes Christian's tag team partner.
Introducing his tag team partner from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Well, this guy is a great athlete, first undisputed champion, but what an egomaniac. Earlier tonight, Booker T defeated the Big Show in our first match. It was a steel cage match. And out of nowhere, after Booker T wins the match, about to deliver a spin, Rudy, there you see Jericho attacking from behind. And Jericho, what a pitiful, like boom right there. The skull of Booker T cracking off that cage, and it busted Booker T wide open. All because Booker T called Jericho something and dissed the band Fozzy last week, or over the last couple of weeks. What a lame excuse to crack somebody's skull.
And making his way to the ring, weighing in at 326 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion and one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Kane.
Booker T's been taken to a medical facility, and we'll keep you updated if there's any more updates on Booker T, but I'm wondering, what's the update on Hurricane Helms? Is the Hurricane going to be physically able to compete here in this tag team match? After being assaulted by Triple H and Ric Flair, and I guess I've just answered my own questions. And I guess the other question is, where is the King? And the King is apparently left with the Godfather after winning that It's Legal in Las Vegas match earlier. Man, this is going to be a Wild West show, let me tell you. There ain't no disqualifications, no countouts, no pinfalls, no submission. Only one way to win this thing, and that is to survive. Physically to survive. Be mentally tough enough to survive until you can climb the ladder and retrieve the tag team title belts, which are hanging high above the ring. There is no championship advantage, and certainly Kane at a disadvantage in as much as his tag team partner is out of commission apparently. And here we go. There goes Jericho. Christian. They're coming in the back door here. But not for long. Old Granny shut the back door right in their face. And it is a every man for himself environment here. Jericho has been in a TLC match. Matter of fact, he won one back in May of this year, if my memory serves me correctly. And look at Kane. He's the Intercontinental Champion. He beat Jericho last week. He's a tag team champion, at least for now. Maybe not for much longer. And in 13 days, on pay-per-view, he's got a chance to make history by becoming the world's heavyweight champion and holding all three titles at once. And look at RVD and Jeff Hardy. They respect Kane. They're big fan favorites. But it's every old man for himself, and what a double knockdown by the Big Red Machine. My God, he is big. He is strong. And he just imposed his will on RVD and Jeff Hardy. Kane, 2 weeks in a row, has got him some. He has stepped for the occasion last week. What an awesome Intercontinental title match. He had with Jericho last week. Week before that, he and the Hurricane beat the Un-Americans for the tag team title. He's been on a roll. And oh my! Jeff Hardy walking the rail, running for his life, running to face of Kane. And now look at Bubba Dudley. Bubba Dudley got that ladder. And Bubba knocking down Jericho and Christian. Look at this, look like a revolving door. Bubba's he's a helicopter from Dudleyville. And I don't think they even got an airport. They kick right back in the face. RVD on top. And tremendous mark. Thunderous right hand by RVD. Knocking down Kane. Still with no tag team partner. And I'm not sure we're going to see Hurricane tonight. And look at this. 3 men. Their bodies over the top rope to the floor. That leaves an opening but not for long. Mike Dudley got clothesline down by Jericho. And again, you got to set the ladder up, climb it. The ladder can be used as a weapon. You can't be disqualified here. I'm sure our general manager loves this environment. He loves this brutality that he mentioned earlier, this brutality jackpot, if you will, here in Las Vegas. Ever since Bischoff got humiliated, and unforgiven, he has been on a rampage. Ever since the rosters, Raw and SmackDown I'm referring to, the rosters were frozen. Nobody can leave now. Bischoff's treating people like government mules. Look at this. On the left part of your screen here. Watch this. Little spike. His sternum, his chest. With a tough little son of a gun. And not even he can withstand that. And now it's Jericho and Christian. Double teaming Bubba, but Bubba had a different idea. Bubba Dudley, the most honored tag team champion in the history of this company. With a little flip-flop and fly action. Oh, Chris Jericho, the egomaniac, the first ever undisputed champion, wants gold here again tonight in the form of the tag team title. And look at Kane. Man, he is 6'10 and a half, 325, flying off that top turnbuckle right in the face. Right in the face of the man. And now Bubba Dudley bringing that ladder in. You got to have the ladder in place to be able to retrieve those tag belts. And Bubba using that ladder on Kane. Every team for himself. If you call Kane a one-man team. And now, oh, look at this. Oh, Bubba taking off that ladder. And Kane now will load up the 300-pounder with a choke slam. Kane is trying to survive, and look at little Spike. He's a game little son of a gun. Back of his shirt tells the story of this little, perhaps the toughest pound-for-pound competitor in this company. A little power here. The string. Kane is Spike over the top, right in the face of RVD, and now Jericho. Jericho has retrieved another ladder and just rammed it in the face of Kane. Kane being taken down aggressively. I'm still wondering what the game meant when he said that Kane's life will never be the same after tonight. Maybe this is what the game, the world champion was referring to. Again, tables, ladders, and chairs, they're all legal. There are no disqualifications. You do anything that you're man enough to do, that you're man enough to survive, that you're willing to put your body through in this match. Kane is just, he's been spread eagle on that table. What the hell are these? A little Van Dam. Van Dam, as we have seen so many times, putting his body on the line. Shattered his own kidneys and lower back there. But he took Christian and Jericho out of the equation, at least for the moment. And now Jeff Hardy. That chair shot on Kane again. It's every man for himself. And my God, the bodies, the pain that these men are putting their bodies. The hell, I'm mesmerized. Look at Jeff Hardy. There's ladders and Kane is still being beat down on that table. Jeff Hardy's climbing to the top. Oh my God, they're outside the ring. Oh, Jeff Hardy! Dropping Kane, driving through that table. Good God Almighty. How badly do these 8 men want to be tag team champions? Here on this wild, unforgettable night here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm sure our general manager has got to be loving this. These men literally beating the hell out of each other. There's carnage all over the ring. Jericho knocked down. Bubba looking for the title. But we got to take a break. They're telling me we got one more commercial break to take. But don't do it now. Please don't do it now. Bubba may win the tag titles. He's climbing to the top. Will tag team go almost within his reach? But there's Christian. And what a powerbomb. My God, it looks like a car wreck. There's bodies laying everywhere. Bodies everywhere. We'll be back. We are back live in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the damnedest physicality I think I've ever seen. The action in the commercial break was absolutely off the page. A 14 tables, ladders, and chairs match. The first ever on Raw for the tag team title. Still no Hurricane Helms for Kane. Kane's partner taken out by Triple H and Ric Flair before this match started. And look at Van Dam. Van Dam and Bubba Dudley and Jericho. They're in a race to gain possession of the tag team titles. And that's what it takes to win this match. There's no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications. Anything goes. My God, what a bulldog. Off the top of that ladder. Jericho drowning Bubba's face. And the neck breaker. Van Dam with a neck breaker off the ladder. Good God, the carnage. Physicality here is scintillating. These men putting their bodies through hell. Look at this. It was Christian, not RVD. I had it wrong there. It was 2 bodies flying from the ladder, crashing to the canvas, and Little Spike may go through the back door here. Little Spike may have a chance to win it for the Dudleys. And Christian pulling Spike off that ladder. And Kane, he was decimated by that leg drop by Jeff Hardy. That drove Kane to a table before we went to the commercial break. And Kane is still down on the outside of the ring. It is anybody's match for the Covenant Tag Team Championship. Man, I guarantee you, it is live. And when it's live, you know you're watching Raw on Monday night. There it is, the prize. That's what they're putting their bodies through absolute hell. It is wrestling purgatory for these 4 teams. Tables, ladders, and chairs. These fans, so many of them, standing before we went to break, during the commercial break. I can only imagine the pain that must be racking the bodies of all 7 of these men. And Van Dam, the laid back, unorthodox one. He ain't laid back right now. He's fighting for tag team titles, but so is Christian. Christian, as I said earlier, he and his brother Edge won 2 of the 3 TLC matches in this company's history. Jericho won the other. They've got a TLC All-Star team going here. Christian climbing up, and Kane is back. The Big Red Machine is back in the ring, and oh my! Christian straddling that top rope. And there's Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy got muscle right back up by Kane with a power slam. A power slam that you could hear at Caesar's Palace. And a hard Irish whip, and Kane now almost beheading the courageous young Jeff Hardy. But Hardy's body been treated like a rag doll. And now the Big Red Machine, who has had to fight to survive in this match all by himself, thanks to the game and Flair, taking out Hurricane Helms and the Intercontinental Champion and Tag Champion. And look at little Spike. Oh, how much does he want to be the Tag Champion? He's a game little son of a gun. Good Lord. That was a man's skull ricocheting off a steel ladder. And guess who won? And Kane, you talk about an aggressive son of a gun. And through the chair. It is called tables, ladders, and chairs for a damn good reason. And they're all legal. What a shot there. And bam! Spinning heel kick, knocking down Jericho. Bubba Dudley still reeling from that chair shot. Right to the back of his head. Jeff Hardy somehow, by God, is back in there. And Jeff Hardy. Well, unsuspecting teamwork from Bubba Dudley. A vintage Hardy tag team move. Remember, RVD and Jeff Hardy are tag team partners. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Van Dam, is he thinking about going coast to coast? Border to border here. Van Terminator. Kane ain't that steel chair. He ain't the steel chair that Kane. And Van Dam punished himself. Take a look at this. Bam! Right the mouth. He ate every damn bit of that chair. Border to border went Van Dam, and he hurt himself. My God, what a match. What a match. And we're seeing it live. Front face lock by Jericho trying to suplex Jeff Hardy. No doubt on that steel ladder. But Jeff Hardy turns it, reverses it, and look at Jericho. How do you land on that without running your lower back, without splattering your kidneys? Somebody tell me at home, how do you do it? How in God's name are they? Look at this. Jericho's lower back, right across that Home Depot ladder. The bodies, the carnage, the ladders and chairs, the tables. And the tag titles are still hanging in the balance. And that's what these 7 men are here for. Oh, God. I guarantee you, I don't know who's going to win, but whoever does, damn sure deserves to be the tag team champion. And now it's Jeff Hardy. He and his brother Matt, 5-time tag champion. But Jeff has never done it without his brother at his side. Will tonight be that night? Well, this is not Las Vegas, we'll never forget. And Bubba Dudley, a 300-pounder, back in the mix. But Jeff Hardy, his body, been pretzel, been punished. Having a hard time navigating up the ladder. And Bubba not doing Jeff any favors. The focal point now, Jeff Hardy and Bubba Dudley. The Dudleys and the Hardys. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Somebody call the EMTs! A superplex off the top of the ladder. A superplex from the top over to the canvas. And you can hear the fans, and I wholeheartedly agree with what they're saying here tonight. Folks, look at this. Take a look at this angle. This is sick. You gotta be kidding me. This is sick. Call the EMTs. A superplex. It's hard to watch this. It's hard to witness this. What these 7 Raw superstars are putting themselves through to become a tag team champions are any titles, including the world title. Worth going through hell and shortening your career, your wrestling lifespan to become the tag team champion. My God, Van Dam now. RVD can touch it. He can feel the gold. And Bubba Dudley with a rush of adrenaline, trying to get right back in it. And Bubba with the right hands, but Bubba's down in pain. going down in just absolute fatigue. And look at these human beings. Look at these men on this night in their careers that they, or none of us, will ever forget. And by God, nobody wants that egomaniac Chris Jericho, the self-professed king of the world, a rock star, to win this tag team titles. But it looks like that's what he's going to do. He just shall Spike down. There's nobody to stop Jericho. But little Spike is trying to get involved. Spike got it all the way, Spike. Turn the ladder. My God, my God, my God. Jericho off the ladder, over the top, all the way to the floor. But that is the damnedest thing I've ever seen in TLC. Take another look, Jericho touching the goal. Good God Almighty. For the love of anything that's seen. And now Spike, as his shirt says, he's one tough little bastard. The smallest man in the match, but he may have the biggest heart and the most guts. It may be his night. This may be Spike Dudley's night. It's always been Bubba and Devon, but now it may be Spike's night. And how could you not love that? The littlest dog in the fight. One more run, little man. You've almost got it. And, oh, there's that damn Christian. Jerking Spike down. And Spike fighting like he was 350 pounds. And look, the Dudley dog will take off to a table. Through a table. The little guy was thrown to a table. Looking for the Dudley dog. And the little fellow was so close. He was inches away from the Dudleys winning the tag titles again. Look at this. This is sick. This is sick and perverse. But this is live Raw. This is Briscoe's creation. This is our beloved general manager's creation. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable competition. The will to win. The will to compete before this audience, before you at home, is overwhelming. I challenge you to compare with anywhere, in any walk of life, what these men are doing here tonight. The brutality jackpot. We'll never forget that term in Las Vegas. And now that the rosters have been frozen, nobody can leave. You put up with this, Josh, BS, or you can go find something else to do for a living. This crowd has been on its feet for the last several minutes. And Christian now. Christian, he's touching on the belts. He's got one of the title belts. And Bubba Dudley. Boy, Christian almost had it. And Bubba up there. Oh, a Bubba bomb! A Bubba bomb! From him to be 15 feet in the air. The Bubba bomb by Bubba Dudley. Bubba and Christian are both hurt. And now Van Dam is out. Van Dam is out. What the hell is Van Dam going to do now? And it's the Fire Star. Van Dam to the Fire Star. Trying to take Christian completely out of the equation. And Jeff Hardy, the Daredevil, from Cameron, North Carolina. He wants it bad. Swanton, but nobody there. Oh, for the love of God. And Jeff Hardy gets the back drop over the top through a table. The human anatomy is not built for this sort of punishment. This is cruel and dominator by RVD right in the face of Bubba Dudley. And now RVD's got the opportunity here. Jeff Hardy, look at this. Listen. Got the human body being put to a table. Watch this. His lower back. That table exploded. And maybe so did Jeff Hardy's body. Van Dam up. Van Dam's got it. And Van Dam touching the goal. But the steel chair doing more than touching Van Dam's back. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Las Vegas, Raw Roulette. Will you ever forget this night? Look at Jericho. We're going to stay here as long as it takes to get a winner. My God, look at this. Van Dam getting stretched on the top of that ladder. Jericho trying to incapacitate Van Dam. And Van Dam, his head bounces off a rung of the ladder. And now it's Jericho. And now it's Jericho who has the shot to win this match for him and Christian. Will Jericho win it? Well, there's Kane. Kane is back. Kane is back up. He has literally risen from the dead. Jericho trying to retrieve the title belt. But Kane's got that big hand around the throat of Jericho. And Jericho bouncing Kane's head off the ladder. Kane is relentless. He is hell-bent on retaining these tag titles. And a choke slam. A thunderous choke slam off that ladder. My God, will either man be able to get up? And Kane sets up. Kane sets up. Kane is showing absolutely no mercy here tonight on anyone that has crossed his path, and he's done it alone. Can he do it? Can he win it? Can Kane do it here? The Big Red Machine. He's almost there. Kane's got it. He's done it. My God, he's done it. Kane, without his partner, has retained the tag team titles.